students of class 9th, I am Prabha. In my previous video, part 2 of People as Resource, I had explained you about human activities and its types, classification of various economic activities, gross domestic product and national income, interdependency of primary, secondary and tertiary sector, and why are women employed in low paid work. In this video, part 3 of People as Resource, I am going to explain you about quality of population. Students, education and health both are two components of quality of population. It decides the growth rate of the country. Educated and healthy population are an assets for a country. In this video, especially I will explain you about how education become component of human resource development, what are the important terms related to education, what are the steps taken by the government to increase literate population of India, what are the steps taken by the government to provide quality education to girls. Later in part 4 of People as Resource, I will explain you about the other component of quality of population, that is health. Now I am going to explain you all the topics one by one. The first topic is quality of population. The quality of population decides the growth rate of the country. Educated and healthy population are an assets for a country. It depends upon the literacy rate, life expectancy and skill formation acquired by the people of the country. Education and health both are the two indicators of quality of population. The next topic is education, a component of human resource development. Students, the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills is called education. Education is the most important component of human resource development in view of contribution towards the growth of the society. Government expenditure on education as a percentage of GDP rose from 0.64% in 1950 to 3.98% in 2016. However, our national goal is 6% of GDP. Students, education opened a new horizon for an individual. It provided new aspiration and developed values of life. Education contributes towards the growth of society also. It enhances the national income, cultural richness and increase the efficiency of governance. The next topic is important terms related to education. Students, here are some important terms which are related to education. Literacy. What is literacy? Ability to read and write a particular language is called literacy. The next is literacy rate. The total number of literate person in a given age group above 7 years, which is expressed as a percentage of the total population in that age group, is called literacy rate. The next is elementary education. The first stage of formal education coming after preschool and before secondary education is called elementary education. The next is secondary education. The level of education which starts after elementary education and ends before higher education is called secondary education. The next is higher education. Higher education is also called post-secondary education. It is an optional final stage of formal education that occurs after completion of secondary education. The next is gross enrollment ratio. The total number of students enrolled in school at several different grade level, that is primary, middle, secondary, senior secondary and higher education, is called gross enrollment ratio. The next is net attendance ratio. The total number of children of a age group attending school as a percentage of total number of children enrolled in the same age group is called net attendance ratio. The next is training. The action of teaching a particular skills is called training. The next is vocational training. The training that develop skills and knowledge required for a particular job or function is called vocational training. The next topic is steps of government to increase literate population of India. Students, our government takes several steps to increase literate population of India. They are as: the first is mid-day meal. Mid-day meal scheme has been implemented to encourage attendance and retention of children in school and improve their nutrition status. In this scheme, nutritional food is provided to school-going children aged about 6 to 14 years. The next is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. It is a significant step towards providing free elementary education to all children in the age group of 6 to 14 years by 2010. It is a time-bound initiative of the central government in partnership with the state, the local government and the community for achieving the goal of universalization of elementary education. The next is Right to Education Act 2010. It is also known as RTE. RTE Act is an act of the Parliament of India which is enacted on 4th August 2009 to provide free and compulsory education for children between the age of 6 to 14 years in India. Under Article 21A of the Indian Constitution, India became one of 135 countries to make education a fundamental right of every children when this act came into force on 1st April 2010. The next is distance education. What is distance education? Distance education is the education of students who may not always be physically present at a school. Traditionally, this usually involved correspondence course wherein the students corresponded with the school via post. It is suitable for those who are not in a condition to come to school or college regularly, and for those also who want to continue their study after a gap in their study. Today it involves online education. A distance learning program can be completely distance learning or a combination of distance learning and traditional classroom instruction. The next topic is steps of government to provide quality education to girls. Students, some steps are taken by Government of India to provide quality education to girls. They are as: the first is Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya or KGBP. It is also known as KGBV. The Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya or KGBV is a residential girls secondary school run by the Government of India for the weaker section in India. This plan was introduced by the Government of India in August 2004. The next is Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas are fully residential and co-educational schools for talented students of rural areas, which is affiliated to Central Board of Secondary Education, New Delhi, with classes from 6 to 12 standards. 1/3 seats in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas are reserved for girls to provide them quality education in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas. Students, the remaining topic of this chapter will continue in next videos. If you have any confusion, you can ask in the comment section of this channel. Please like, share and subscribe for latest updates. Thank you, students.